Hey guys, it's Kayla.
And Trey.
And welcome to the April 17th edition of DSMS TV News.
There is drama, soccer, and wrestling practice after school.
Now to an announcement with Mr. Rosenberg and Mr. Hummer.
Good morning, Desert Shadows Middle School. This is Mr. H in the new studio. I'm here to introduce our AZ Merit Testing Week. In just a moment, I'll have Mr. Rosenberg come on and talk to you a little bit about the logistics of the test. But first, I wanted to offer you some advice. I am not a person who watches fail videos, but I have seen some, and I know that there's a genre of fail videos that include runners or cyclists who are in a race leading up to the finish line. In the last 100 yards or so, the runner or cyclist will raise up their hands and try to coast to the finish line. What happens next? You know, one of two things. Either they fall down because they have their hands in the air, or they'll have a competitor run past them at the very end, clip them, and that person will end up losing the race. It's kind of like the tortoise and the hare. The same phenomena can happen during state testing, and I want our students to think about this for tomorrow and Wednesday. After days and hours of testing, a student may decide, it's good enough, I've worked very hard, I'm not going to check my answers, and I'm just going to hit the submit button. Don't do that. You may put yourself in a position for failure. If you do that, the score does not reflect how bright you might be, and it won't reflect your best efforts. It will simply reflect that you have succumbed to fatigue. Think this through and don't let it happen to you. Last week, think about this, Desert Shadows, we had more than 180 of our students request extra time, and we found a seat for every one of them who needed more time to finish their answers to make sure that their score was perfect. We had 11 students who continued with the writing test all the way until 2:40. That is outstanding. We start fresh tomorrow with language, arts, and math. The faculty and staff at Desert Shadows have worked hard to put you in a place where you can be successful. But now it's up to you. You must take the baton beginning tomorrow morning. The scores of Desert Shadow are held up next to Explorer, Mountain Trail, and other middle school. Let's put Desert Shadows in the first place. Let's finish strong, and don't give up until you're completed and you've checked all your answers. And now for Mr. Rosenberg.
Thank you, Mr. Hummer. Good morning, Desert Shadows. This is Mr. Rosenberg. Tomorrow and Wednesday, students will be taking the AZ Merit ELA reading and math tests. Once again, we will be on a modified bell schedule for the day. When you come to school tomorrow and Wednesday, at the first bell, you should report to your regular first period class. After attendance, there'll be a bell and you will move to your testing classrooms. Please make sure you have looked at the lists on the Media Center window and know where your testing room is and who your testing teacher is. Testing will be in 2 test sessions each day with a significant break between them. The break will be between testing sessions, and students will go outside for a brain lap. What's a brain lap, you ask? It's a quick walking lap around the track outside. Students, when you leave your classroom, you will walk out through the courtyard and use the hallway on the side of the gym closest to the cafeteria, and you will go out and do a quick lap around the track to get some fresh air, clear your head, and get ready for your next testing session. Students, you are expected to do this lap quickly and return straight to class. This is not a time to go wandering around campus. If you are found wandering, you may have your testing location changed and you may face disciplinary consequences. Again, it's important to know that the tests are not timed. Students who do not finish testing in a normal testing session will complete their test in the Media Center. Students who are finished testing will have classes on a modified schedule. Teachers, please talk to your classes about this class schedule. After testing, we will have class periods a little out of order to make sure lunch happens at a good time. We will have all class periods. After testing, we'll have periods 1 and 2, followed by 7th grade lunch and then 8th grade lunch. After lunches, we will have periods 3 and 4, and finally periods 7 and 8. Please make note that periods 3 and 4 are after lunches. Students, it is important to be ready on test day. We want all students to have a good testing experience, so please make sure you are well rested, eat a good, healthy breakfast, and of course, make sure you are not absent. A few reminders for test days. Please bring your earbuds if you have them. since there are portions of the test that will allow you to use your earbuds. There are no electronics allowed out during testing. This includes smart watches. Students, you cannot be on your phones during the break and test sessions. Yes, that means no electronics during the brain labs. Phones must be powered down and put away in backpacks. If you have any questions about testing, please see me or one of our counselors. We look forward to great days of testing. That's all for now. Have a great day, Desert Shadows.
Now to the birthdays with Lucas. Where?
Hey DSMS, it's Lucas here with the birthdays. The birthdays from the 14th to the 17th are Maya Greaves, Dayton Francis, Andrew Hogg, William Sheets, Cole Bodmuller, Landon Copen, Nathan Lefkowitz, Marco Aguirre, Keegan and Kennedy Bauer, Heather Willett, Haley Colburn, Jason Lindsay Jung, Olivia Kegley, and Ethan Poole. Now back to the anchors.
We're back.
Good luck on the ELA reading and math test tomorrow.
That's all for today, DSMS.
Have a miserable Monday.
But I can't wait to go home.